It's Nate Smoyer from the TechNest podcast, and today I'm bringing you a product review of a company called Stessa. Stessa provides smarter income and expense tracking for property investors. They do that by giving you a free, you read that right, a free dashboard so that you can visually see how your investments are working. I'm going to scroll through a little bit about the company, and then I'm going to show you the insides of the product. It's a very simple product, but very cool at the same time. All right. First off, Stessa was actually acquired early last year by a company called JLL. They are a global asset management company. They're well funded, and they've got a lot of people working on the back end to make this thing look good. As you can see, the screen I'm sharing here, it gives you a little bit of an overview. So there's both a web app, so when you're at your computer, you can log in, see how things are doing. And there's also a mobile app. The mobile app is great for capturing receipts. So in moments where you have to purchase something for your rental property with cash, you've got your mobile app to get that receipt, track it. And this is way easier than spreadsheets. As you know, like punching in the right rows or getting an order, or really what happens is at the end of the year when you're trying to do your taxes, and we're going to get that into a minute because they make it easy. If you're using TurboTaxes to file your taxes, they make it really, really easy for you to be able to do that. So here we go. How it works. 4 steps to it. First, you add your properties to your account. Second, you connect your accounts. So it actually leverages bank-grade security to be able to connect to your accounts. Many of you have probably heard of You Need a Budget or Mint. They help you track your personal finances and expenses. And Stessa does that, but specifically for your rental properties. It gives you insights that Mint or You Need a Budget wouldn't do. Third, see your performance metrics. So you actually get to see what you're doing. And then the final is to run financial reports. Now, again, I mentioned this at the start, but I want to emphasize this is free. Okay, they do have something for professional investors, and this is a way step and above of what they're offering here. But, you know, if you're within that gap of anywhere from 1 to probably like 15 or 20 properties, the free is going to knock it out of the park for you. It's a great option. All you do is click Get Started, or up here, click Get Started. Once you're in on the platform, this is what it looks like on the back end. So there's really, a few different views here, but the first one is your portfolio overview. Now, I only have one property in here. Yes, this is a real property. You can go Google it if you want. It's all public information. And you can see exactly what things are looking like, okay? Now, if I wanted to isolate, maybe I had 4 properties, and I wanted to isolate down individually properties, I could do that as well. The portfolio is, as you know, if you had a portfolio of properties, but maybe you had a partner on one property and all the other properties were in your name, you can actually segment that out in your portfolio view so you can see how you're doing on your own and how you're doing with your partner. Now let me walk through a few of the metrics here that are listed on the screen here. So first off, I currently have the market value being displayed. However, we can go back and look at the purchase value. Then we have a return from the asset. So, you know, they give like nice little info indicators to tell you exactly what does this mean? Like, what kind of return am I seeing, or what are these numbers telling me? We can also see how much we are based on leverage. On our income here, we can see what we're generating on a monthly basis, and if you needed help on annualizing that, you get on the annual. Now, that's very simple stuff. Same with cash flow. It factors that in. And then for the purpose of this demonstration, I've actually removed my bank account information, so you're not seeing a little bit of stuff there, or none of my transactions when we move to that screen. But once you reconnect your bank account, it actually automatically factors where you're at on debt on your debt service, and that helps with your cash flow. Because as you know, as you're paying down the principal, your cash flow actually improves. So this is monitoring that. Along with comparing properties, you can see rental income, square footage. You can see your market values, right? So if there was multiple properties here, you could see that we had a greater market value. Our loan to value ratio, your LTV, you want to see what that looks like. And you can even track your occupancy. Now, as I mentioned, if you wanted to add another property, it's actually really, really simple. First you type in the property address and follow the prompts. There's literally no easier way. I think it's easier to set up a property in Stessa than it is to actually claim your property on, say, Zillow. And then let's go to transactions here. So what you want to do is you want to sync this up. Okay, now first off, you should have a bank account dedicated to your business. Your rental property is a business, you should have a bank account connected to it and dedicated. So if I wanted to link an account, I would click link. Obviously, it's going to load a little bit slower here with the screen sharing software running. You pick the bank you want, and you go through. Now, again, this is bank grade security. This is high level, very well encrypted language I don't understand, and I wish I could explain it to you, but it is what it is. You have other options as well, though, with keeping track of your expenses, especially in a visual dashboard. Importing files is one option, as well as manually adding. The whole point of this is to take the heavy burden of constantly having to think about tracking off your plate. At the end of the year, you get to run a report. You can import your information right into TurboTax. So they're tracking throughout the whole year, and then you get to import it into TurboTax. It's pretty cool. I think Stessa is really great. You should really check it out. And I'd love to actually know what you guys think about it. I'm sure there's a lot of other things I could have gone over, but I wanted to give you guys the general overview of what the tool is, what it looks like, and what you could expect. The bang for your buck is amazing. Again, it's a free product. But anyway, so I have a link in the description below. You can use that link and just go there directly to sign up with Stessa today, and then tell me about it. You tell me that you signed up, because I want to hear your thoughts and feelings. Like, what did you get out of it? What do you think about the platform? That kind of thing. I'd love to see other people working with it with maybe more of a portfolio view. Because once you get into the portfolio views, it's actually kind of cool. You can see, like, if you've got 4 or 5 properties together, 2 or 3 of them with partners, and you can start comparing and contrasting. And what this shows you is, hey, did you make some good decisions? And how can you make better decisions moving forward? I'm sure you could leverage this to take it into a bank or someone with private money if you have trouble getting traditional financing, and show them, say, hey, this is what we're doing. This is how well we're doing. This is our history. And you've got it all laid out in a really nice, neat, orderly fashion. Anyway, that's it for the company Stessa. We'll have more product overviews like this coming soon. And let me know what you think about this one. And, if you have a suggestion of one we should do, drop in the links below. Happy to do CRMs, IDXs. We've looked at web platforms, commercial, residential, retail, storage, you name it, we're into it. Real estate tech, that's what we do. That's our show. We are all about featuring the leaders and innovators in real estate who are working to transform the way we buy, sell, and invest in real estate. I'm Nate Smoyer, signing off.